Yeah, and that's my problem that they have. And I constantly just go for the, what would you say? You know, the execution of the product. But if the fans love it, I mean, people love Ahsoka. My daughter loved Ahsoka. Both my daughters. I'm not gonna, okay, fine. I'm not gonna like it. I mean, it's not for me.
Right. Exactly.
We haven't properly welcomed the lovely Janet from Another Planet.
Yeah,
nothing bad.
I was going to get to that.
It's all good.
We're
there.
finally more diverse tonight. It's good.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Hello, Janet. Welcome to the show.
I was on another show. I was
That's
on
all right.
TV earlier, so I'm done now.
Yeah. Hey, Cash, quick, take the He-Man Woman Haters Club sign off, quick.
I already got rid of it.
Would that be Mike, since this is his show?
I already got rid of it. I burned the sucker.
Because I can't remember what we talked about when I was on the show the last time. So
we talked about your channel and
okay,
the origins of your channel and
and how we're going to replace Cash Money with you and all that stuff.
I thought we were replacing Mike with her. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's even better.
And what we're talking about tonight, Janet, is in this 2023 wrap-up edition of Pop Talk for Pop Culture and Entertainment, is what you consider the good, the bad, and the ugly for this year in pop culture and entertainment.
Oh God, I have to think about it for a few minutes. There's a lot that was bad.
Right, there's so much.
Well, one good thing is I got to watch the movie on Sunday night called Lady Ballers.
Oh,
have you guys seen that yet?
Yeah,
I'm from the Daily Wire.
Jay saw it. Yeah, Jay saw it.
Well, I'm not going to give any spoilers or anything because we had a subscriber to Bruce's channel because we have a show called A Girl, a Guy, and a Movie on there. And one of our subscribers gave us a year subscription to the Daily Wire.
So, nice.
We watched Lady Ballers, and I dressed up Monday night as a woman, pretend to be a guy, pretend to be a woman. Black shadow.
That is great. That is great.
It was really fun. But the thing is, it was nice to actually see a movie that you could laugh at everybody. You know what I mean? Instead of feeling like, oh, you're going to be a Nazi or you're going to be, racist or whatever, all the different things that they throw at you because you like to laugh at funny things, You're supposed to laugh at a comedy, but you're not allowed to laugh at anything.
And a lot of
poke fun at anything. So
and a lot of the jokes there was
the movie's so good.
And a lot of the jokes there is like a lot of the older movies when we had this comedy back in the day, when we could joke about basically everything in the fucking world and not being so fucking sensitive.
Exactly. Everyone's so sensitive. It's almost like they're made out of glass or something. Like you say one small thing that's not PC enough, they will shatter a million pieces.
You can't make fun of women.
You
can't make fun of short people. You can't make fun of fat people. You can't make fun of skinny people. You can't make fun of someone that wants to wear a dress when they're not a woman.
There's one group you can make fun of
anything. So it was nice to get to laugh about everything.
It's the same about people like Lizzo, and then there's people who go and defend her, and it's just like, but she brings a lot of the problems onto herself, so it's easy to make fun of her.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Well,
that's just one example.
Well, yeah, when you invite the shit show to you, and you get upset because you invited them to you.
Exactly, yeah.
Getting to laugh at yourself. We all mess up every day. Once a week, once a month, we all mess up. We do something dumb.
It's always fun to make fun of yourself.
And
we have to.
Yeah.
As a fat guy, make fun of me. I mean, I have no problem with it. I remember when the album Weird Al's album Fat came out, making fun of Bad.
Oh yeah.
That was the first time he started to have the Fat Brigade, the fatties coming out. And it's like, here I'm a fat guy going, I think it's hysterical.
I thought,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole thing, though. I mean, just you look at older shows like in living color. They took a shot at everybody.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was a great show.
Yeah.
I still think one of the
Yeah.
funniest skits. I think that one of the funniest. Either that
Mad
or
TV.
or it was Mad TV.
Yep.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mad
Mad
Was
TV.
it
Yeah, Mad
when they did those
Mad
jokes
TV,
with
yeah.
Remember,
with
you
Michael
had
Jackson?
Stewart,
Yep. I mean,
Stewart and his
they-
mom.
Yep,
Look at me,
Stewart and
look
his
at
mom
you.
was pretty funny. The UPS
Mm.
guy, like they wouldn't even attempt those jokes. The one with Seth Green running around and they come in there and say, "What are you guys doing?" And they're like not working, and they go and they start smashing them with their wheelchairs and stuff. They wouldn't even attempt this stuff now. They would
Yeah.
be so
No.
afraid. And it's
And
so
hell, I
funny.
mean, another funny
That
thing
was
that was
funny.
Tropic
with,
Thunder. Let's talk about like
Oh,
Tropic
yeah.
Thunder,
Yes.
right?
Oh yes,
Yes.
yeah. Anybody who doesn't think that movie's funny is gonna say,
Yeah.
"You're useful
It's
for
fun.
retard."
And you cannot make a movie like that today with the current
No, you
Hollywood
can't.
and everything. You
If
cannot
wanted
make a movie like
show
that.
that had
No.
all of it and everybody was on the table. Archie Bunker.
And heck,
Yeah.
I even watched.
Archie
I even watched Blazing Saddles recently.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, they make fun
Yeah,
of
it's
everybody.
Yeah,
There
it's
is
funny.
nobody
It's funny.
safe.
It's
Yeah.
funny as like oh boy, yeah. This movie's definitely not fly in this day and age.
No.
Oh no! You know how many people would cancel it now if it was made
yeah.
today?
I don't think there was anything
No,
left
The
off
Wokies
table
would be
on
screaming
the
so
table.
loud you could scream so loud you could literally hear it from the Magellanic Cloud.
But then you have people on the other side too who will say, "Oh, well, how you're part of the problem because you like this or you like something that Disney recently."
But
That's a
why,
headache too.
that's
that's
why
a
you
headache
have to
also.
support it when you see it,
Exactly.
like this new movie
Exactly.
and new
Mhm.
TV
Yeah.
shows that come out. We have to spend our money there and not spend the money on Bud Light, right?
Mhm.
Exactly. It's what
That's how you
we've
make a
been saying
difference.
here on. It's what we've been saying here on Pop Talk. If there's something good, then let people know it's good. If there's something bad, well,
Yep.
then roast it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got
Exactly.
Exactly.
Hell, when it comes to beer,
And
I
real
gotta
quick-
drink Angry Orchard.
Yeah. Real quick,
Real
guys,
quick,
here-
Lord Crit has to go, so I want to give him a chance to promote his channel. And
Swim, Orca, swim.
I think he's already gone.
Thank you.
No, he's
for
no,
having-
he's still here.
He's George.
Thank you for having
Oh,
me
he's
on the
George.
panel with the Baron, Phil, and Whoopa, and Janet, et cetera, et cetera. Great to talk about pop culture. I know I wasn't here long, but I just wanted to pop on and say
Well,
some-
Good seeing you, Crit. Always good
I
seeing you,
appreciate
bro.
you taking the time to join us,
Yeah.
not just tonight, but also throughout this year, Crit. I really appreciate it.
You're one of
welcome,
us.
man. I always enjoy being on these panels.
Mhm.
But I gotta head out and want to say goodbye to everyone. Cash Money, you have a chin and you're a bum, and Phil, Polly Boy won't respond. So
Whatever you say, fat ass.
I knew your pain with cash money. It's okay.
Yeah,
I'll get
whatever
on.
you say,
I'll get
fat
on.
ass.
I'll get on.
Cash money
Go play
paying.
Garfield.
And I do need to say hello to people watching on Janet's channel. Welcome to Pacific414 Pop Talk. You're watching on YouTube and Twitter. So welcome, one and
Hello,
all.
everybody.
On
I think
X.
it's the first time- I think the first time I've been on Twix.
Yeah, I air on X all the time. I'm trying to build my stuff over there.
Huh.
Mhm.
Nice.
That's cool.
I gotta figure out how to do that.
Because I do spaces a lot, and they're getting ready to start doing live spaces with video. So if you guys want to learn how, you tell me you want to do a space, and I'll teach you how to be a host and a co-host. If you guys want.
Okay.
All right.
I'm happy
Awesome.
to do
Sounds like
it.
a plan.
I love spaces. That's what I do while I'm working on my pictures, on my art pictures.
Okay.
I do spaces because you don't have to, be watching anything. But once they go live with their videos, so it'd be cool. But any of you guys on Twitter right now?
The other way I'm on Twitter is just with my account, but I don't actually stream to Twitter. It's something I've been thinking about,
mean,
but I haven't.
If you're on Twitter, you can click on at the top, where the spaces are at. You'll
Yeah.
see our little box, your little box for Pacific 414, the top. You click on it and you can see
Okay.
us. And you'll see
All
what I'm
right.
talking about. That's what it looks like when we're streaming. So it's cool. And I'm trying to learn how to do it. I haven't been able to do Rumble yet, not once. I can't figure out how to put the link in and stuff.
Yeah, I can't wrap my head around Rumble. I try to mirror my channel on there, but it's not. But it's taking too long.
I also
the thing okay, go ahead, Crit.
Oh, one last thing before I go. I send my prayers to Mags. If you hear me, hear from all of us, our prayers are in your thoughts, and that's pretty much what I gotta say.
Yeah, she had an unfortunate event in her family tonight. So, on behalf of all of us here on PACIFIC414 Pop Talk, I express my sincere condolences to you, Max.
My condolences.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Sucks.
But goodbye, everyone. I'm out.
Hey, take care, Crit.
See you later.
Have a good night, Crit.
Don't eat those otters.
But yeah, when it comes to streaming on Rumble, the way I figured it out is because they only let you schedule 2 days at a time, and you have to wait for that certain time depending on when you're going to stream.
Mm-hmm.
Is once you get up to that time, like say if I wanted to stream something for tomorrow on Rumble. Like, for example, I have a RoboCop stream that I'm going to be doing tomorrow, playing the RoboCop game that came out last month. So what I have to do is I have to schedule the stream over on Rumble right now because I can select the 6:00 p.m. start time.
Mm-hmm.
And then once it submits that stream that I've scheduled, I'll get the stream URL and the stream key, which I have to copy and paste into my OBS in order for it to stream over on Rumble. Same thing if I'm doing Pop Talk, which we're on Rumble right now on Pop Talk, and I have to copy and paste the stream URL and stream key into the destinations on StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
And then every time I go live, I'm always checking to make sure that it's not just live on YouTube, but it's also going live on Rumble. Once I see that it's going live on Rumble, I can rest easy. I've had times where I've tried to get it to stream over on Rumble, and it's taken a little bit for it to go. So I've had to copy and paste the stream key and URL again just to get it to go. But also, and this is complete fact, Rumble's been under attack in the last few days, and some people are having trouble streaming over there. So far, so good. I haven't had any issues.
Well, you know, Rumble took a big stand, Mike, by defending what's his name? I can't think of his name now. With the guy with the
Russell Brand.
Russell Brand, thank you.
Yeah, Russell Brand.
And they took a big stand on defending him. So I was like, wow, that's something.
Yeah.
So I hope we see more of that.
So are they getting like hacked or something?
Cyber attack.
Oh, really? For real?
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's terrible.
Stuff like this will happen.
Well,
it's bound to happen with a lot of, websites and stuff like that. And
yeah, because of how everyone. This is all This is all just so polarizing now that just because you figure, just because of how he looks, he thinks, oh, he's automatically on. He's automatically on the progressive side, or no, when he speaks or says something, oh no, we gotta cancel him. He's with them. It's just like, come on, guys, seriously. Everyone who's
pragmatic.
Well, you know that this, the one we were on YouTube, they're afraid because they saw what happened with TikTok with all the shorts and how their numbers were skyrocketing, right?
Yeah, and that's the reason why they
started getting all these things. You need to come to YouTube. You need to do your shorts on YouTube constantly. So I started doing it. But if I say anything they don't like I tried to upload a video about the Comet ping pong stuff, on my channel, and it wouldn't let me. They said that it was cyberbullying against Podesta and Hillary and all them. And so they said the same thing on Instagram. They said the same thing on TikTok. But guess who let me put it on? The whole video. X.
Interesting.
So
yeah, I need to
what I'm saying, that's why I'm dabbling in different things. I'm putting up different content, trying to find out who approves and who does not. Well, it's
Mhm.
getting to be more and more that the 3 other people that say no all are being run by the same people or something, maybe. So interesting.
Okay.
But I'm not
And
worried. See, I'm not monetizing anything yet. I can pretty much try dabble in anything I want.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
now Bruce
That's
is
true.
monetized, so I'm trying to be very careful on
Right.
his show. Even though a few times we've slipped up, he just said, "F it, we're not monetizing this show," or whatever. But oh well, you know,
Yeah.
we believe in being able to say what we think is right.
Yes.
So
Yeah, but we
to be able
also
to
would like
express
to be
herself freely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
express yourself freely and get a little extra, get some compensation for it, because I would love to make a career on YouTube or make a career doing the stuff I do. And I mean, but still sometimes, yeah, that's not the thing though, because again, that thing of because you can't, of course you want to censor yourself, but you got to be more PC in order to make sure that you can actually do all that stuff. And I really just do not like that. Some people are going to be just going to be like that, just because you just want to silence other people's opinions. And even then, I noticed this little tiny thing. Like if you say the word like, the like bar actually lights up whenever like it's just said in a video. I've noticed that. It's just like,
yeah, they're getting better at picking up on certain words. But that's one thing that we've been noticing with X is that you will make a post, and let's say you copy and paste it from like notes, right? So that you don't misspell anything and it says exactly what you want. Well, you post it, and if it has the word like grooming, like your dog grooming, you want to groom your dog, we're going to show you how to, this is dog grooming episode or whatever. Somebody posted that, and when they went back, grooming was spelt wrong. So it's like they changed it on purpose because they didn't like, that's a trigger word. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because she knew it was changed, because she took a snapshot, because she noticed she was having all these misspelled words, and she was like, why? I know I'm not doing it. So they are changing the words because they don't like that word for whatever reason. So you have to be very, very diligent to pay attention to what you're doing compared to what someone else is making you think you're doing. So, you have to try to get around those little things. So you have to rename the word, change the word to something different.
Wow.
Fits. So,
Dog shampooing, maybe.
yeah. But it's not just shampooing, because you're trimming their hair, you're cutting their nails,
true.
all of that's included in it, right? So I don't know. It's just they're very sensitive about certain words. So especially if you have certain people.
Just fucking pussies.
yes, they are.
Yeah, easily fucking pussies who's fucking fucktards. Easy.
Yeah, they are. They don't believe in freedom at all.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Freedom
just like
is
what the
a fucking thing that we should have, and it's like with our channel, for example. I don't care, I'm Norwegian. I grew up as a punkhead, metalhead. Do you really think I care about it? No, I will never fucking censor myself. The only fucking time I censor myself is if I'm on a channel and they don't have swearing and stuff like that, and they have like a rule. Sure, then I will make up other words for it. But if I can swear, I'm gonna have my fucking fucks in my my streams and other, all that kind of stuff. So
I gotta do one thing though. I have a fan. So I got to turn around and tell old Salty there, hey, welcome to the show, buddy. We're going to be rocking and rolling here. Thank you, Janet, for making sure he comes on by, because, Janet, you're the thing that guys like to have. You're sweet on the eyes, and we'd love to have that platter spinning for you. And you, Salty, hey, we got to get together, man. Got to mix some tunes together. So, all right. Oh! There we go.
And real quick,
little wolfie ears. You need to wear wolf ears when you do that.
Real quick, I do want to acknowledge 6 Nations, 31 Kings. Welcome.
Yeah,
and of course,
he
DJ Ronnie G
all the time.
Very nice. We also have Squeaka Mouse. Good to see you, Squeaka.
Hey, it's Squeaka.
Hello.
All right.
And I forgot to say, whoop up, whoop up.
Yeah, Whooper's here. My buddy, my pal. He's not
And,
wearing very nice on, but it's okay.
real quick, both Jace and H Boomer need to go. So I want to give them time to promote themselves. And
All right.
Go ahead, Jason. I'll go next.
Okay. Again, Mike, thank you for letting me be here, man. It's been a pleasure to get to know you and Phil and Cash, Baron, everybody in this community. It's been an amazing experience. I'm so happy that I actually got to, basically get to know Cash through a server and Crit and all that, and just see how all this, evolved and became what it is right now. And thank you so much for letting me be a part of it, and I'm happy that you guys are part of what we are doing on 540 also. It's been an amazing journey, and I'm excited for 2024. It's going to be an amazing year with content creation and fight back to this wokey pokies that I highly fucking hate. But other than that, you can find me on 540 Studio. We talk about pop culture and sometimes politics, games, and various of stuff. And there are, in 2024, there are shows that we're going to get Chuck Dixon back, Mike Barron, and Memnock, and so many various other big creators and artists
Sweet.
out there to talk with them. And I'm also working with getting Eric July on the channel to talk about ISM Alpha Core and all that. So we are in the works of trying to figure something out. And of course, you can also find, sometimes you will find me here with Mike, Cash, and Baron and them. Sometimes you can find me here. You can find me on Sir Talksalot's channel. Pop Culture Minefield, T-shirt Historian, and various other creators. I will always try my best to post it when I am on the other people's channels. But as I always say before we wrap up anything, or if I'm leaving, just remember, life's too short. Make the most of it. And we on this panel, we love you, we appreciate you, and we would never been here where we are today if it wasn't for any of you guys out there. It means the world to us, and you inspire us to continue creating content, streaming, and everything for you guys. So thank you, and God bless everybody, and just thank you for the bottom of our hearts. So thank you again for having me on.
Hey, take care.
thank you for joining us, Jace. Taking time
All
out
right,
of your
Jay.
day
Thank you
to
for
be a
putting me
part
ahead
of Pop
Cash
Talk
Money.
during the year, and I can't do this without you guys.
Thank you, man. And we couldn't have done without you either, Mike.
Mhm.
Remember, I was before Cash Money.
Oh boy, he's obsessed with me. It's all right.
It's okay. You come after. You came after.
He's just
Let me
secretly
see
gay
how he-
for you. That's it. He's just
He
secretly
might
gay
be.
for
He
you.
might be. He
Uh-huh.
might be bi. You just never know.
I think
not for
so.
Cash
No,
Money.
no. It's not gonna take my job. Being bi is my job. I'm the only one who likes cock and pussy
I'm
sometimes.
not a
Okay,
hater, but
depends on the day.
you know what? I'm hoping one day you might be able to change Cash Money to your way of thinking. It might be good for Cash Money.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's an awesome
Yeah.
symbol.
Well, where did
Okay.
Phil go? Oh, sorry.
But-
Hold on.
Talk to everybody later. Have a
Bye-bye.
great night.
Have a good
fun
night,
stream.
Jace.
Have a
See you,
good one,
Jay.
Jace.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And H Boomer, what do you have coming up on your channel?
Oh, every Sunday evening, if you go to the Age Boomer my channel, we do a weekly show called Geeky Geezers with myself and Troy Pacelli. And each week we talk about the latest in pop culture news, or basically going on rants about what's gone wrong, that usual thing. And we usually preempt each stream, though. We'll start out with talking about the good old days. So we'll talk about something about the past, like the last show we did. We talked about a lot of those old 70s children's shows, like Land of the Lost and the Banana Split, stuff like that. So we were talking about that a bit.
Great shows,
Okay.
man. Great
Oh, wow.
shows.
All right, but you can also catch me on Troy Pacelli's channel on Fridays. We do Last Call, where he does a kind of a weekly wrap up, just chill stream. And then I'm also on Deleted Scenes channels on Tuesday nights. We're doing a Twin Peaks rewatch, so called Sparkwood 21.
Yeah, and Troy was telling me about it when I was on Netters last week,
Yeah.
and they're having a great time doing it.
Yes, it's a lot of fun. It's we got through season 1, so we'll be probably exploring some of the books. We're also going to get into the second season soon too, and also, of course, the more recent season 3 that was done on Showtime.
Awesome.
Right. Well, thank you so much for having me. It was great hanging out with y'all, and
You too, man.
I'll catch you next time.
Hey, take care.
Thank you for joining
Have a
us
good one,
tonight,
Boomer.
and also thank you for joining us earlier in the year. I greatly appreciate it. Again, I
Sure
can't
thing.
do this without you guys.
Great being here. Thank you.
It was nice
Bye-bye.
meeting you, Age
Welcome.
Boomer. It was nice meeting you.
Same here. Same here. We'll hope we'll see each other again someday. I'm sure.
Yep.
Bye bye.
And next
Count
time, do
on
our
it.
lawn. Do our lawn with me that you're on that lawnmower. It's getting a little long.
Okay.
All right. Catch you guys later. Bye bye.
Later, brother. And I'm going to go ahead and say hello to the Salty Traveling Sea myself. Hope you're doing well, brother. And also, Papa Cotton. Good to see you.
Hi, Papa.
Okay. I love that. Respect our privacy. Respect our privacy. You're
Respect my privacy.
You're protesting on my lawn. Get lost.
You might have
Wait
to say,
a
you have
minute.
to, Baron, you have to do it like
respect my privacy. I thought it
you
was
have to go,
respect my authority.
you have to go respect my privacy.
Respect my
There you go.
privacy.
I know.
Oh man, just yeah. I'm telling you, yeah. Harry got cooked to the extreme.
Yes. That man was in the military at one point in his life. It's crazy.
But again, I'm pretty sure it shows that his mom is probably what mentally screwed him up, and of course, Meghan Markle thinks she can be his new mommy or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't want to get into that, but I do want to say hello to Whoopa. And Whoopa, tonight's show is the 2023 wrap up, where we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly as far as you're concerned in pop culture and entertainment. Janet, have you thought about what your good, bad, and ugly are?
Well, the
for
good
the year?
was what I said, the movie that came out. So maybe we got some good things coming down the road. Where people are going to start getting sick of losing money, and maybe start making some better content. That's what I'm hoping. And I'm hoping that we don't get hit with another stupid pandemic of some kind, so that Comic-Cons and stuff can start, pumping back up. Because I was so happy to get to go to this last one. I got to meet William Shatner and Christopher Lloyd, dressed up as an Andorian. So that was fun. And I got my
that's awesome.
Federation of Planets manual autographed. So I was like, "Oh, this is great!"
Nice. Ooh,
so
nice.
You dressed up as an Andorian? Why so blue, Janet?
I put a video of me before I left on my channel, a short, because I was so excited. And then I did another one a couple weekends after that. I went to can't mess up. I was going to Rocky Horror Picture Show as Magenta, so I put a video for that one too.
Okay.
So I do all that as much as I can possibly get into. It's going to be farther and few between now that I'm in Hillbillyville, so I can help that.
Ding 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 ding.
But yeah, I just all this mess that they've done to so many great comic book movies. I just don't know if we're going to recover from some of that. I mean, I don't know if Star Trek or Star Wars is going to recover. I honestly don't, because they pretty much killed all the older characters. I mean us, people that wanted to buy tickets to go see, or buy the DVDs, or watch it on TV or streaming or whatever. I mean, I don't even get excited anymore when they say, "Hey, we got a new show coming out." I mean, I want to, but I just don't.
Because of what they've done to all these franchises.
It's just terrible. I like tacky. I like I loved the original Star Trek, watching reruns with my dad. And that's why I fell in love with it. So even if they came back, I mean, honestly, if they would just get online and find these people that have been making these fan films and stuff, and take them and bring them in and say, "Hey, we want you guys to write us a script."
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of passion and love.
Exactly.
Love the movie and the TV series. Those people, or even shows that people love the comic books and do it that way. I don't understand why they pick people that hate everything they write.
Because they're sad, because they're very sad, miserable people in their lives, and of course they.
Yeah, but why? I mean, why do they want to take what we love and turn it to trash and then not make any money? And they're spending millions and millions of dollars on it. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it's ironic these guys want to put self-insert. Why don't you just make your own comics? But I mean, I think it's like
no, they won't.
I think I talked about this with Anonymous on Astro's cast or Freestyle Friday. Yeah, they basically said it was that other guy. No, I didn't say it. I'm not talking about it. It was with this guy who talked about it, and he's getting canceled by those cancel pigs or whatever. I don't really know the full story, but he talked. Yeah, that comic book guy, I can't really forget his name, but the reason why people aren't gonna enjoy it because your stuff is bad. Your stuff is just bad. No one's gonna play it. No one's gonna like read it because it's actually bad. But you want to try to get people to interested in these comics because these are established characters, and you just tear them apart and try to literally try to put your own crap or your own life hangups in these stories.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you can't create, you just take the stuff that currently exists and destroy it.
Yep. Exactly.
You warp and twist it to yours.
And I do like what Six Nations and 31 Keens are saying here. I find myself revisiting old films and shows more often than looking forward to new stuff, unless it's independent or parodies of woke ideology.
Right there. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What have we been doing every Saturday is going through Babylon 5. I've been enjoying that, revisiting the series and talking about it and talking about what's good about the episode, what's bad about the episode. And some episodes, you just come out and say it. That was a filler episode.
Right. Yeah, we're honest.
My only drawback every time we talk about Babylon 5, and it isn't about the content, it's about finding out we could have had what we have now with their animated movie. Stuff could have been done a lot sooner, but one particular person on their board decided to hold up everything Babylon 5 because it didn't fit for what they're doing in today's society and promoting.
It doesn't fit. It's not going to gel with modern audiences.
And the funny thing is, you got, well, I hate to say age generation, but you have us older people. We're not dead yet. And I hate to say this, and this is not to bust on anybody, I would say born post 80s. Maybe I'll include some 90s people. But we buy a lot more stuff than you.
Because you have money.
Kids today are not buying stuff that we buy. They're not going to the store and saying, oh, Christmas, I want to get baseball cards. I want to get comic books. I want to get action figures. These people are too distracted on their phones, and they're screaming about how much their lives suck, how triggered they get, and even then they're going about wanting to shift realities in order to because life is just so horrible in their eyes. They're afraid. These kids are just so afraid of their own shadows at this point, and they're just glued to these things. They don't have any conversations anymore unless it's on social media. Most of us that are a little bit older, I hate saying that, but that's the only term I can come up with.
Remember, I'm older than you.
Not by much. Our parents took us to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We got to see movies. Sometimes we got to see older movies. We come out of the movie theater. We didn't look sad, depressed, except if you watched Battle Beyond the Stars coming out of the movie theater. That was very depressing. But most of the time we went into the movie theater, we were very pleased. Disney was known for their movies. And I can still remember as a kid, one of the first Disney movies I went to go see was Song of the South. And that was a wonderful movie for me to watch. When I walked out of there, I was zippity doo-dah, zippity day. That's Disney. That's a Disney theme that was nonstop for 40 plus years. Now all of a sudden, you don't see little kids singing "Zippity Doo Dah, Zippity Day." That has not. Disney has so far detached themselves from that it ain't even funny. You know.
Nope.
But it's just in today's world. And today's world, I'm sorry. I feel sorry for. I have grandkids and everything. I feel sorry for what they have to watch. You know, it's really pathetic. You know,
It is.
You know, when you look and say, can we honestly say since about 2009 everything seemed to be going downhill, and it has not bottomed out yet.
It's probably like after 2014 because there is still some pretty good stuff after.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, that's where I have my disagreements with people. I'm the type of person, like I said, Netflix, I don't care. It's gone for me. After Cuties, you're never seeing me going back there. Disney, I'm done.
You don't have to, man.
I'm not going back there. They can make the best Marvel movie come out tomorrow. I'm not watching it. They can make the best Star Wars. I'm not watching it. I used to be a Doctor Who fan. I won't watch it.
I know.
You know, and I'm a person, I stick to my word. You know, I have enough of the old stuff that I could watch and remember my Star Wars, my Doctor Who, my Indiana Jones, my old Disney animation movies that I could say, I don't need them. You know?
Well, one of the good things that was this year was, by the way, this is the cancel pig. Notice the cancel pig I got there? Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah, that's cancel pig. But, you know, really, one of the things that I think was good was the strike. Because I think it did start opening a lot of people up that, okay, we're going to go other places for entertainment, and started having that door opened up. More and more people are going that way. We also learning, like I said before, we're learning that they can't fudge numbers like they used to.
No.
We know there were fudging numbers before and saying these things were successes when they weren't. And their backers are not backing them. Was it BlackRock in China? China can't do it no more. So with all that, they're getting scared. Look at what Iger. Look how scared Iger is, and he purposely sabotaged Disney so he could come back and look like the savior. The trouble is, he did such a good job doing that job.
Oh my
he thought he was doing Game of Thrones, and no, you're just a little dinklage. You know, you're just a little dinklage. That's all you are.
Oh my God! Put the T-shirt on, DJ. Put the T-shirt on.
I mean, I can't win with you. Like, you want me to wear white. You don't want me wearing a white T-shirt, and then I wear this button down, which has the nice snaps on it, and then you're like, you're wearing a white shirt under it. So I'm like, okay, well then I guess I won't wear a white shirt under it, you know. And then you still complain.
Careful,
you look good. You look good in white. Monochromatic works, dude. It works.
Well, I
agree.
Careful, you're giving Janet the fumes. Come on.
We need some red.
Now that DJ
red works.
I just got some sex appeal on the panel.
I can't get through my day. I can't sleep tonight unless I can get the approval of Phil. This is vital to my, psyche and shit,
No. The only thing I'm saying is like this. There are other colors of T-shirts you can also wear.
I know. I'm wearing birthday suit color.
But I'm just saying, I'd like to see one day you wear a red T-shirt.
Hey, next time you do, DJ, you gotta wear the gold chains if you're gonna dress like that. You have to have.
I need a gold chain. That would be cool.
DJ.
Real quick. Whoopa.
Hi.
For you, in pop culture and entertainment, what do you consider the good, the bad, and the downright ugly of 2023?
Oh gosh. I think it's cool. I think the good has been a lot of these, like, you've seen a lot of smaller movies. I feel like there's a trend towards like these smaller budget movies and away from kind of the crappy big budget, I don't know if you say AAA products. I don't know. The big companies, like, I think Godzilla -1 has made more profit than all of every Disney movie that's been put out this year, pretty much. And you get stuff like Five Nights at Freddy's. I haven't even watched Five Nights at Freddy's, but I do kind of want to. but like it was a small budget. It made a big profit. It has like I forget what the actor's name is. Oh, Matthew Lillard. I believe
Yeah,
that's his
Matthew
name.
Lillard and Josh Hudson, aka PETA from the Hunger Games.
Oh,
I totally forgot about Friday Nights at Freddy's. It was good. It was a decent film, and yeah, I also recently did a watch party. I also was on a watch party with it recently for someone who hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's nice to have like because I haven't watched it, so I can't say like, oh, if it's good necessarily, but I think it's good. What is good is that you see like it's not even just a fluke. They can say, oh, it's a one-off. You have multiple low-budget movies. I think Mario movie is not in the same level as that, but it's definitely much less of a budget than any of these big Marvel movies, and it's made it all its money back. It's good to see like maybe some, I'm sure like the super indoctrinated companies won't, but maybe some other people will look, hey, we don't need to have this crazy,
Right.
yeah, we don't need to have this crazy big budget film with all this bells and whistles that don't even look good. And
Exactly.
keep up these big cinematic universes even after we've ran out of ideas 3 years ago. We can just say, hey, here's a new idea for Godzilla. Here's the adaptation of multiple video games that worked really well. Like, I think that's really good for like movies in general, because I don't think you're gonna ever get back to where you were at the height of like when any movie, if you just put Marvel in front of it, it made $1 billion. So I think it's nice that movies are kind of branching out already. I honestly thought it would take a lot longer to get a lot of good movies, and it feels like 2023 has had quite a few lately. So I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at Sound of Freedom. As much as the press tried to flame that movie, put it down, it made a profit.
But that's because it was an independent. See?
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need this support. I say it all the time on our show on Monday night is to support independent movies, because that's the only thing that's going to bring us out of this deep, giant cavern that we're in when it comes to entertainment. It's because we need new blood making films. People that aren't indoctrinated by these corporate wackos that think that they know what we want when they don't, or they're trying to retrain us to what they think we should want.
Yeah, exactly. All this stuff where it's like anyone who's darker skin is victimized, or and again, like I said, that American Fiction movie, that honestly is so freaking insulting. I find that movie so freaking insulting just from the trailer alone. It's insulting to me.
Well, hitting that point there with Whoopa there and others, back in the 80s and such, that's what you had. You had a lot. Yeah. You had blockbusters, right? You had the bigger budget Arnold films and such, but you had a lot of films that were not that expensive, and they did well in the theater. And now they have in the mind in Hollywood today is it has to be a blockbuster. We have to just pour a bunch of money into one film, all our eggs in one basket. And
what are you laughing at? Oh, Baron was talking. Okay, this is not nice to just interrupt Baron. Please, I mean.
Congratulations! Look what you did, Phil. You broke DJ Ryan. You broke him. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy, Phil.
DJ. You know Cash Money don't like redheads. You know this. And what do you do?
That doesn't offend me, dude. Don't listen to Phil.
That's fake news. Phil, that's fake news. You know it.
That's right.
It's fake news. It's all fake
Hello,
news.
I got the flu from not wearing a shirt and getting a cold.
You couldn't find a red shirt to match. You had to go with the white shirt, man. You had to go with the white.
He probably went to his camper and wasn't anything clean. So that was the best one he had. Remember, most of my friends are guys. So
one day he's going to shock the world. You're going to have a black T-shirt on, a gray T-shirt on, a red T-shirt on.
He already did.
What do? Do you have binoculars and do you look into its window, make sure what T-shirt
I ride
he's
by
got on?
his house every time. I'm waiting
Don't
for him to go
admit
by
to
on his
anything
bike.
online.
I'm waiting for him to go on his bike, and I'm going to stick a stick right to his, the rims. There we go.
You know what? You know what, Phil? I've got an idea for you. For your next live stream on Release McCracken, or if you decide to make it a video, one of the two, you should go on a tantrum about why you don't like white T-shirts.
That's true.
Yes. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that. I'm going to have DJ Ronnie G on there to oppose me.
Oh my
Ooh, a debate?
Point counterpoint.
Debate about T-shirts.
But if you're going to have a debate, you need a moderator.
I got to, yes, I do. I got to get a neutral person. Somebody that doesn't have an invested interest. Which
I'll do it.
No, you have an invested interest.
We're disqualified there, and we have an invested interest because we know the both of them. It needs to be a neutral party.
True.
Janet's neutral. We can pick her. She can be the neutral person.
I'm sorry you've been dragged into Janet. I'm so sorry.
We don't want you to drag you into anything.
No. That's a nightmare for Janet.
Free will.
Yeah, she did.
Janet, I'm sorry,
Well,
Janet.
hey.
I'm so very, very sorry, Janet. So very sorry.
Don't be sorry. I see what you guys type in the DMs.
Yes.
So,
DJ, we can't hear you. Your mic is muted.
Oh, I was just saying that Janet's ears are lovely, and that must be a affectation from her planet, which is cool, And then I was happy to see Whooper and Baron. I apologize for interrupting you. I was hoping that people would just let me sit here in peace, cross-dressing as Mrs. Flu, who is actually a lovely YouTuber. I mean, she's cool. Yeah. Without further ado, I'm gonna do a little multitasking. But as soon as I'm free, I will unmute myself. But I just want to say hi to everybody and say that the last hour was good, and the Rumble app is interesting because like the audio will play, but then the video will either get stuck in full screen until I kill the app, or I won't be able to chat anymore, and the audio would keep playing. And you know how normally you can't play two sound sources at once? So if you have like YouTube running, you can't listen to music. Well, sometimes a glitch happens on Android where you can. And so while the Rumble app was playing in the background, I was able to like go to another YouTube channel. So you were on Rumble, then I go to another YouTube channel, and I'm getting the audio from both places at once. So that's why it was like impossible for me to type during dinner, or difficult at best. But just want to share that in case anybody else had similar experiences with the Rumble mobile app.
Because Rumble does have issues on the mobile app, whether you're watching on your phone, whether you're watching on the tablet, the chat won't keep up, and there's just issues that they need to work out.
My biggest complaint is when a stream is starting, you gotta like take like 5 extra steps to get the stream key in place. And once it's in. But it's just like, everything's all set up. If I want to stream to YouTube, I give it a title, I hit start, and I'm good to go. More or less, I have to click like one other thing. But like with Rumble, that's why I stopped streaming to Rumble. I want to resume streaming to Rumble, but I'd really like it to be a little easier or a little bit more streamlined. And maybe I'll experiment with Twitter Spaces because sound like a pretty straightforward process what you described earlier, Janet.
yeah, and I'd be happy to help any of you guys. Just send me a message in the DM and say, hey, I would like to try Space sometime today or this afternoon. And I'll say, okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay.
And I'll tell you step by step how to do it, and I'll co-host for you because you should be a host. That I think that's the best place. Or I could host and you could be co-host, something like that. Because once you want to have it down already and understand what's going on before they go live with video, right? So that as soon as they go video, we can all just start, doing as much as possible. See what happens.
It's a good idea.
Always good to have an alternative in mind because YouTube can cancel our channels at any moment for any reason.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I am a political
they
figure,
probably
so maybe
will.
I'll be protected.
Sooner or later.
Well, yes, you are the emperor of Upstovska. And that's always a tongue twister for me.
He got banned. It didn't help. But every time DJ opens his mouth, this is me.
I see nothing.
Oh.
But like Wes Moody, I don't know how many channels he's lost and had to start over again. So
Yeah, I mean, he had his Wes Moody podcast channel, which was doing real well until YouTube decided to nuke it.
mm-hmm.
And
And he's had to start over. Yep. Brandon, the anime guy.
Mm-hmm. So
Golgo 13.
Yep.
But that's what I got told, that this is just a warning this time since you've not done anything before. Because I tried to upload that video. It was 15-minute one. Not even a long one. It was 15 minutes. And it's cyberbullying. I was like, what? I was like, I was surprised by it because but it's going to be coming out. It's slowly coming out, more and more information. And once it's out, I'm going to have the video already made and I'll start putting it out myself because how I am. I'm very, I talk about it in spaces a lot. I don't know if any of you have ever heard me in spaces talking about, child trafficking and child abuse and things. So.
Horrible.
It is horrible, but people got to talk about it because just like this whole thing with the Sound of Freedom came out, I was already getting in trouble because I was sharing the documentary Eyes of the Devil, and it's about 4 brothels with children 10 and under in it. And nobody wants to hear about it because people don't want to know, and men have the hardest time is when I start talking about some of those things. They don't want to, because you guys just want to go out and kill somebody, but we can't. We got to get more people to know that it's really happening so that when you see something and you get a feeling that something's wrong, you got to be the one to call the police, call 911, say, hey, I think this kid's been trafficked and here's the car, what it looks like, what the person looks like, and turn them in and pay attention to that because that's the only way we can stop these people is by making these people pay for what they're doing. And saving the kids. That's it.
Exactly.
That's the only choice we have.
I mean, when I saw Sound of Freedom, I was like, there were just points where I just feel like I just could not watch. It was just too. It was just too sad to watch. But the movie ended with feeling felt a sense of hope at the end that people that this can be stopped.
Well, it can be, but we all have to. Yeah. All of us that
have to do our part.
Kids have to do the best we can to make sure more kids are helped.
Yes. Well, we got to remember, when we're just talking about Russell Brand, we have to remember the people who are trying to cancel him are the ones that were on the list to going to Epstein Island.
Yeah.
And that's just it. And that's just it. Hollywood is filled with them. The one thing.
And we also know. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Baron.
Okay, and we know about Kevin Spacey. He just walks scot-free. A bunch of others. People.
After all of his
remember though, the last guy
mysteriously passed away under certain circumstances.
The last person dropped the case, so what are you going to do?
But what type of pressure is put on them? And one thing they don't want to report was under Trump, I can't remember how many people that were arrested in California for trafficking. And I think it was 200 people were arrested in the sting for trafficking.
There was some Disney executives busted a few years ago for that.
Yeah,
that
and
actually happened.
Yeah. Don't forget Hollywood has defended these people.
Right.
Don't forget the big one that they were in the early 90s when they were also Roman Polanski, how they all defended him and still defending him for what he did.
Because they were too afraid to lose jobs. Just like this whole thing with Giselle Maxwell. Okay.
Yeah.
She's in prison for trafficking young women, but where's all the traffickers? Where's all the people that she sold girls to? Where are they? And then you got Dick Durbin saying we're not going to make it public. We're not making the list public. Then why is he still?
Because he got it.
See, why are we letting him do a job we're paying him our tax dollars to do, and he won't release the names?
Right. Again, it makes you wonder.
That's
are you on the list?
Break down.
Are you on the list, Dick? That's what you start. What we have going on there. So this is the powers that be. This is what we're fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. According to According to the courts, she was arrested for trafficking kids to absolutely no one. That's that's not really how it works.
Yeah, then she shouldn't be in jail. And you gotta remember too, she was in charge of hiring young talent at Disney at one time.
Oh,
yeah, she was. She that was her job, was to hire the young urchins at Disney.
And it's the same thing. Why. And another thing with Nickelodeon, one of the most prolific people at Nickelodeon, we all know who he is, who created some of the best 90s shows on Nickelodeon. Yeah, he was a total creep. Heck, Jeanette McCurdy, the girl who played Sam on iCarly, she cited him in her memoir, and also it was her mother.
Talking about the guy who loves feet, Dan Schneider.
Yes, Dan Schneider. He was the one responsible. He was a creep. Brett Ratner also was a creep. The guy who directed the infamous X-Men: The Last Stand and also did the Rush Hour movies. Yeah, he was a total creep.
Well, Zack Schneider.
There's lots of them.
Yep. And real quick, DJ Ronnie G.
DJ. Wake up,
Come in, DJ Ronnie G. This is Starfleet Command. Do you read me?
No, he's probably doing something on
Combat Armor General.
He's shopping on eBay for colored T-shirts.
Okay. Oh yeah, right. Exactly.
I was going to say something else. I guess I'll be quiet.
Can we put Phil in a timeout for about 5 minutes, Mike?
Yeah, Cash Money'd love to put me in timeout.
That's not what I.
Why are you asking permission? You have the power. If you want to take them out, take them out.
Are you going to behave yourself, Phil? Or are you going to?
This is Phil and you. I don't think either one of you are capable of behaving. To be perfectly honest,
let's be honest.
They don't have a track record.
It's because of the ivy in Wrigley Field.
There. Whoops.
that wasn't me. That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
I'm trying to behave. Janet's here. I'm trying to behave. I'm even sucking my gut in.
Phil, can you believe that the censorship going on in this channel right now?
I know.
But Whoopa, I did not have my hands on the controls.
Weird. I think it was Baron. It's okay.
No. Here's my hands.
There's got to be justice for the outfielders in that awful Wrigley Field that never come out of the ivy.
Hey, Phil. Real quick. Are the A's even going to win a game when they move to Vegas? I think
no. We know that. Look. Until they get real ownership, which that guy is never going to sell because he is cheap as they come. Remember, they trade players for soda. That's not a joke. That's truth. Soda. So until we get a real owner, it doesn't matter where they're playing at. They can be playing on a 5-star baseball field that's got gold in the outfield, and they still will lose.
Hey, you know what? I think we should talk about the real baseball story. I think his name is Ohtani going to the Dodgers.
Ohtani going to the Dodgers, right?
Yeah,
oh God!
$700 million man.
I'm so glad, even though they're not doing anything as far as the offseason is concerned so far, I'm glad the Cubs didn't say, yeah, we'll give you that contract. I don't care if the money is deferred cash. That's still a lot of money.
The Dodgers have that FU money. They've got a lot of people invested, and they have a lot of money to throw around. But money does not win you championships.
You want to know how sports and pop culture relate to each other, especially in movies? You have these teams, just like you have these studios that are willing to throw away money just to put out certain movies with certain budgets, just like the Dodgers are willing to pay $700 million over 10 years, even if that money is deferred to Ohtani.
I think that I like that deferred money for two reasons. Let me tell you why. The two reasons, real quick. Welcome to PACIFIC414's
right.
Box
Sports
score.
talk.
Or is this the mountain?
The box score.
But I really want. First of all, the most important thing, because this is going to be a really good contract for his playing career, because it's
Right.
only $2 million. But once that 2034 hits, the Dodgers are going to be paying $28 million for no one, literally no one. And that money, I'm pretty sure, still counts towards the luxury tax. So that means that they're gonna be doing not great. They're not going to be able to sign actual baseball players. So hopefully that pays off then.
Well,
you know who also still has a great payday every year? Bobby Bonilla,
the legend. But
I'll tell you one thing.
The other important thing,
the big
hold on,
winner
Farron.
with the Dodgers is the fact that they're going nuts in Japan and they're just buying up Dodgers stuff left and right now.
Oh yeah,
he's gone over there. I mean, just right there.
Yeah, and Otani's friend from the Japanese league, I can't remember what the exact name of it is.
Yoshimoto.
Yeah, they're going to try to get him because once again they have FU money. So
didn't Major League Baseball do the same as the NFL a couple years ago? Now that they have to share the revenue. So it doesn't matter if
let's be honest. With teams like the Dodgers, it doesn't matter if there's a luxury tax. They're going to look at that luxury tax and say, "We don't care."
Mm-hmm.
And they've done that. They've done that.
The owner of the A's, he takes what they're allocated by the Major League Baseball. I forget what the number is. What is it? $400 million a year. He don't even spend $100 million, and all the rest goes into his pocket.
But I can tell you, just like the pandering in the entertainment industry, the nonsense that happened with, yes, I will call them fake nuns, whatever, at Dodger Stadium, it's just like it makes people not want to go to the game until they stop doing this crap. And it can happen with any team, not just the Dodgers. It could happen with any team. You got the NHL, you have the NFL. They're all willing to pander, all of them.
Well,
it's
that
really
and the
disgusting.
prices.
And the prices. And the prices go up when you get valuable players too, of course. So.
You know what was really smart though of that Otani contract though? So the salary you earn all has to do with your state tax, right? And
California state taxes are extremely high.
Yep. So
7-point-something%. Yeah.
It would have been over. He would have had lost over 50% of his contract if he had it all built in. But now he can play out his what's essentially a 10-year, $20 million contract, and then move to Florida or where in Texas or wherever without the state income tax and make significantly more money. So. I think that is a smart play by Otani.
Yeah, well, Otani seems to want to stay in LA, so he didn't feel probably the Angels were going to take him anywhere. So who's the other choice? You know,
I think
them Padres ain't they rich?
No, they spent too much money recently. They got to shed salary now.
They don't have that few money like the Dodgers.
No, and especially with their owner recently passing away.
I'm sorry, Janet. I didn't mean to turn this into sports talk.
But
did you see? I was going to ask a question. I just want to ask a question. How long can any team go, whether it's baseball or basketball or football, and not win before they realize we got to do something? We're losing.
Well, you got a great guy here. The Cubs fan.
I'll take that. I'm a Cubs fan. Hold on. I will take that question and I will give you an answer. The Chicago Cubs went 108 years before they won their next championship.
And it'll be another 108 years, let me tell you.
At least, you know what? At least I saw.
Somebody said a while ago they have to win. You have to have good players or whatever. You don't have to win. If you have an established team in a big city, people will pay for the shirts and the memorabilia, autograph, cards or whatever, even if their team never wins. So
yep.
It's
perfect example. The Cubs.
What they do.
There's a sucker born every minute.
You have cheerleaders, You got cheerleaders that make money for you too, because they make calendars and all that stuff, and do
Well, not in
promos
baseball.
and stuff like that.
No, not in baseball.
They have
Not in baseball.
They have
No,
ball
no
boys
cheerleaders.
and ball
They only have
girls.
che-
Yes, they do have those. Yes.
Yeah.
They only have cheerleaders in basketball and
Speak-
football, as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
Speaking
the
of-
Marlins and the Padres did experiment with having quote unquote cheerleaders at their games. So I don't know how well it went.
Didn't work.
Apparently
But-
not, because I don't think they're there anymore.
No.
Yeah,
Speaking of the ball boys, do you remember the thing that happened this year because of the stupid pitch clock that they've got? They said, "Oh well, the ball boys and ball girls have to meet certain requirements."
What?
You know who has no set? Like if they're too slow or not good enough, they'll get rid of them. You know who has no requirements like that? The damn umpires. They can be as bad as they want. You can have Angel Hernandez, who I mean, bless the
Angel
MLB
Hernandez,
for
C.B. Buckner.
yeah, bless
Look,
the MLB for their representation. He's
waiting-
the first blind umpire they ever let.
I
in.
want us, if we're gonna get any kind of electronic umpires, man, we got to get something like Calculon, which just yells at the players after a call. Great.
Or you can just get the actor who played Ordo in D Space Nine to be an umpire.
Yeah, I don't want the electric
Unfortunately,
umpires.
Renee
No,
Bergeron passed away
man,
5
but-
years ago.
When,
Oh right.
Great
Oh,
is
sorry.
Recently, we got the DH in the National League. Welcome to the rest of baseball. Now you guys are included. Yeah, that was great.
Phil,
that was
Phil.
not great.
You're gonna
That's right.
But there is going to come a day, and it's going to be in the near future with the next 5. We're going to have metal bats.
No,
It's happening. Metal bats are going to become
no,
illegal in
that's
baseball.
college.
They might. They did just have that. What was it? They were doing a bunch of publicizing, or where they had like the MLB, some current and former MLB players who were using metal bats. So you
Well,
know,
remember,
with
they do
all the
this
crap they've been doing, I wouldn't be
Metal bats
surprised.
is for college.
Hold
Luca.
on, one second, guys. 1 second. Jet Sparks has got to go, so I want to give him time to promote his channel.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you can find me at JetSparks373. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter X. I'm also on YouTube. I'm on Twitch. But like I said, right now I'm on hiatus. I'm still not sure what I'm going to be able to do moving into next year. I got stuff I got to figure out, because throughout this entire year, bills have really been a massive pain in the neck for me. So I say to anyone who watches my channel, go look through my back catalog and just like my stuff, share it out to as many people as you can. Hopefully, get my subscribers numbers up, and just it. But other than that, it's also fun to be on other people's channels, like being here on Pacific's channel. But also, I have also put my friend. You can also subscribe to my friend Bear64. He does a lot of Let's Plays, and he does a thing that he does usually on Sunday called one of the things he has like a different poll, and one of them is where you guys can play Smash Bros. called Step Into the Ring. And also we have a new podcast on Fridays called The Gaming Den, where we just talk about gaming topics. So check us out. I'm definitely featured on that panel. And again, if you also want to be a guest on the gaming channel and talk gaming with us, here's his Twitter. If you want to go and give him a DM if you want to.
Okay. And thank you for joining us tonight, Jet Sparks, and also thank you for being a part of the Power Rangers discussion for the 30th anniversary back in April.
Always. And yeah, just as I say on my own channel, to everyone here, again, Pacific, it's been great always talking to you. DJ Ronnie G, also fun getting to know you. Phil, yeah, enough said with you. Baron, you're amazing. Cash, you're usually quiet, but you're also amazing, and I'm pretty sure there's no better person who could be a stand for Cobra Kai other than you. So with that being said, thank you guys for having me on. May God, the Force, and the power protect you always. See ya.
Hey,
Have a good night, brother.
Have a good one, man.
Good night.
Good night.
And DJ, are you back, sir?
He's like,
Shopping on Wednesday.
Okay. I take
I think the turtles got him.
I take that as a no.
The turtles
bit
got
him.
him. Oh no.
The turtles bit him. That's too
He's
bad.
he's
turtle-
looking up snapper soup.
So,
The turtles are having an uprising.
We've each talked about the good, the bad, and the ugly for this year. But is there anything you're looking forward to in 2024?
That's a tough
Well,
one.
let me start off. I believe Dune 2 will be in the theaters next year, a little bit earlier than we were saying. I'm looking forward to that. Definitely.
too.
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely something worth, being excited about. I like the first part, and I hope they, even if they do have what's her name in it, it's like, whatever. But it's not about her. It's about the story, and he seems to be doing a pretty good job of it. Vanuhu, or however you pronounce his name. So yeah, that's the one thing I have to confess that I'm looking forward to. I mean, I enjoy, of course, I'm looking forward to just being with all of you. Spend more time with Janet. Spend more time with Whoopa. Spend more time with DJ, Phil. Yeah, but of course,
no. You can keep your 1,000 legs.
Do any of you watch Peaky Blinders?
No,
I've heard of them, but I haven't watched them.
It's a really, really good show. I'm looking forward to it. And Sandman, that's been pretty good. There's very few shows I watch anymore on TV. It is just it's very, very rare. I usually just watch YouTube. Now Rumble, but that's about all. And Twitter or X.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if I'm not watching anybody talk about pop culture or gaming streams, I'm actually watching this one channel called Five Script Garage, where this guy goes around to different states and he finds old vehicles that haven't been running for up to 40 years, and he gets them back up and running again.
Awesome.
That's good. That's a good show. I'm sure it's got a lot of interesting things to see them come back to life, right?
Yeah, and at the end of his videos, he usually says, "I don't know what I'm gonna do with this vehicle, but bleep bloop back down there in the comments section and let me know what you'd like to see me do with this vehicle." And some of the vehicles are actually taken to car shows and used as, teaching tools, and then other vehicles, they do a complete overhaul on the vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, we used to have shows like that before.
They don't sell them.
He does sell some of them, but because of all the rust and sitting out in some fields where he finds them, some have been sitting in barns for many years. Because of the condition he gets them in before he actually gets them on the road, takes them to his shop, and starts doing the work on them, it takes him a while before he actually says, "Yes, you can buy it." Now, some other channels that do the same thing that he does have reached out to him, and they've taken the vehicles and they've spruced them up. And I've always been fascinated by people who will take something that someone else might say it's old, it's outdated, it's not running anymore, and they put the time and effort to give it new life again.
Kind of like me. I'm old. I'm outdated.
That makes two of us, Baron.
No, definitely Phil. One thing I discovered is watching these videos on YouTube where the guys are going after the scammers and hacking them and screwing them over. And it's like, oh, I like this. This, more people should be doing
like a
this
show
out
I'd
there.
enjoy.
Yeah, it is. And
I'd
it's
like that one.
Oh yeah, I mean, I also, their guilty pleasure is just watching videos where they're walking through towns, cities, the city walks.
Yeah, there's a show. I don't remember the name of it, and it's on YouTube, and it's this one gentleman, and he just catches people looking for underage kids,
Oh yeah.
And then he just shows up and he calls the cops after he interviews them and stuff. And usually has a friend or two with him, which is smart. But yeah, to see these guys like squirming. But the sad thing is we got all these people that are working hard to catch these people, but it's the crappy court system that just lets them out with a slap on the wrist.
You got it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's because once you take a child's childhood away, they can't ever get it back.
No,
they can't.
No,
they'll never be a child again.
No, definitely not.
Thing about it. Sorry,
And-
I hate to bring it down every time.
Oh no, it's not.
I
mean,
Don't need to apologize, Jen. And I
No.
mean, this is something that's actually happening in the real world. It's current events.
Yes.
And unfortunately, it's creeped into the pop culture. It really has.
Yes, it has.
I mean, when they're trying to pass off maps as something legitimate, and and I know people who play it, and I'm not criticizing those that we do know that play the game, but Barricade 3, for crying out loud, we have a game that's basically encouraging bestiality.
Yeah, I know.
Optional, but it's optional.
talked
Does that
about that
count?
on
No.
As I've said many times before, I don't care that it's optional. It's still in there.
Yes, it is.
Right.
As a parent,
Why are you putting
or
something
a
illegal
grandparent? You
optional?
don't want that for your kid.
Yeah, but see, where is the person that would put the money in? Okay, when you want something, a game done, okay, you hire people, you tell them you want what premise you want for your game, and here's the money, and I want this game done by this time. Then you got all your programmers and stuff all working to get the game done. Then you have the testers come in and try it out, blah, blah, blah. And then the person who paid all the money goes in and says, okay, how's the game doing? Tell me about it. And they start telling you, and is he the one that said, well, I want an option where you can have sex with animals? Who's the one that puts that in there? I
don't know,
about that for a
but
minute.
I think a number of them they seem to have a fetish, and the thing is you can skip all that, and people will defend this. I've heard this many times. There's freedom. The game won Game of the Year, fine, but once again, why would anyone think D&D was ever about that? It never was.
They had the thing where the guy was talking and introducing the game and asked the people in the crowd, do they want it? And I remember seeing it with Cash. And the lady in the front row was applauding like it was like the best thing that could ever happen. And I told Cash, I said, either she's really happy about
it's illegal to have sex with animals. You can go to jail for it.
In some states,
it's okay to put it in a game and teach people to do it.
In some countries, you can get killed for it.
The funny thing is that only the male can have sex with the druid that turns into a bear. The female cannot. I just find all this stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah,
anyways,
it's homosexual bestiality. Oh, okay.
It's terrible.
Way to go there, folks. And that's just it. I mean, that lady who was clapping like that, I'm sure when she goes home and grabs a jar of peanut butter, the dog gets nervous.
That's disgusting.
It is. It's gross.
That's why I like games like Goat Simulator. Okay,
Yeah,
you
it's
sit there,
just
you
a
run
fun
around your
game.
goat,
Right,
you tear
right.
stuff up,
Yep.
and then there's no guns.
Nope.
It's just a goat.
Yep.
Running
There
around.
are some strange games on Steam that me and Cash Money know about. Some
Yeah,
very bizarre,
yes.
way out there.
Yes.
Really? I never
And
noticed.
people can make whatever they want. The whole thing is just like D&D has never been about this. And I have Crit likes the game and other people, and it's fine that people bought Beargate 3, but I can't stop mocking it. Not as much Spider Pander 2, but definitely the game just it doesn't need all this sexual stuff, and that's not the main problem. It's that bear stuff. If you take that bear stuff out completely, then it's like, okay, then me and Baron and Mike might actually buy the game.
Right. I mean, I'm an old schooler when it comes to that. I mean, and I'm just disgusted. Well, who's the person that says it's great? It's Hasbro. Well, look at the cesspool.
Well,
that
look
Hasbro-
what's happening to Hasbro right now. They can't sell Marvel action figures. They can't sell Star Wars. They're barely selling Transformer figures because they're not making the Transformer figures that people want, whether they're collectors or non-collectors.
And games like Beargate 3, like whoever buys it, that's fine. But people need to understand why we don't want to buy it. Now, if it's gifted to us, that's one thing. But and yes, I understand you can skip all this stuff, but
Yeah.
there's just so much of it.
There's
I mean, you
there's no
literally
way you want to gift that if you have a child or even I would even
right.
say
But isn't
teenager
this?
growing up. Yeah, this is.
But it
this
does
is
have M for mature on it.
no,
I
no,
think.
no, no, no.
Doesn't it?
No. Because kids
Okay.
know sometimes. Let me tell
True.
you,
True.
I got manipulated by my own kids. They wanted
Okay.
to play guns. That's
Uh-huh.
that's the game before Red Redemption, and
Okay.
guns had a bunch of
hmm
innuendos and actions in it that you would say inappropriate for children. Example, save the whore. Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know
Gotcha.
this to my kids and my nephews were playing it, and I'm looking at them. I said, "Oh, so this is why you wanted me to get the game, because they would never sold it to them." And if
No.
anybody thinks that kids do not play mature games,
Right.
you're
Exactly.
crazy. That's
Yes.
just like it's like telling kids, like a teenager, "Oh, I know where to find dad's pornos are at."
Right.
Or what porno channels are on TV. They know how to
Right.
get there. They're not dumb.
Yeah.
This
Exactly.
all has to do with the industry. We're
Right.
going to promote and see how far we can push the bar. Well, the
Right.
bar has gone over the cliff.
Yes.
So-
I just think it's a little bit too much, and even though that these games are M for mature, I don't think the other ones were. I'd have to check, but they never went in this direction before. And if it was just a joke, that's one thing, but they actually put it in the game and it's optional. And I just think, even though it won Game of the Year and a lot of people love the game and there's so much freedom, there's just certain things. It's like, this is a little bit too much for D&D. Just
It
a
is.
little bit too much.
Some things shouldn't be in video games.
Mhm.
Gygax would be going in there with a hatchet and going medieval on him.
I mean, and you can kill the guy who turns into a bear and do all this stuff, but still, it's still an option in the game.
You know, we have limits as adults. You know, you play a war game. Let's say, I don't care what genre the war game is. If you can be a war game about World War II and the Battle of Berlin. Well, it isn't funny what happens at the end of the Battle of Berlin with all the women that got raped, right?
Yeah.
But you never
Yeah,
see a game saying, let's promote the end of the Battle of Berlin
Right.
and let's start
Right.
raping the women there in
Right.
a visual form. You know,
Right.
it happens, but doesn't
Yeah.
mean you need to put it in a game.
Right.
You know?
No, we don't. And real quick, Janet's got to go. I've got to get ready to go to bed because I've got a few things I need to do tomorrow. I know Baron's got to go to bed soon as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cash money,
And-
have to go to bed.
Mhm.
Hey, we're back. I think.
I just finished modding another show, but I heard a rumor that people want to go to bed and stuff, and
Yeah.
I mean, like, such flatline is here. I mean, come on, don't sleep. Like, show that you're a
Sorry,
party
I
animal.
got chickens.
Well-
I got chickens that'll get me up
Oh,
at
that's-
4, and I gotta
Who
let
said
them
we're
out.
going to-
Yeah,
Who said we're going to go
you
to
ain't
sleep
kidding
when
me.
we go to bed?
So real quick, DJ, because I want to give you the chance to do this before we wrap up here. I want to hear your good, your bad, and your ugly for pop culture and entertainment for this year.
Ooh, I mean, I only watch good pop culture and good entertainment, so I mean, like, I'm out of the loop on all of these new things. Like Squid Game, I thought that was a hentai. I didn't know that was like about like a game show or something, you know?
It was a great show.
I gotta
Yeah,
watch.
I did
that
hear really
still.
good things about it, and
I did
I may give it a chance. I mean, I saw like a screenshot. So like on my media server, like when I'm not watching a movie, it shows a screenshot from like random movies, and one of them is a scene where like a Korean guy is holding his backpack in front of him while something is shooting water at him, and there's like a Korean businessman and some mom, and it's like they're in this concrete room being like subjected to some madness. So that kind of looks amusing, you know. But let's
That's
see,
pop
good-
talk in a
good-
nutshell.
But the good, bad, and ugly. Good is, viewers and content creators like you. I mean, I think some of us spend a little more time on YouTube than we did in the 90s watching TV.
Mhm.
You know, I like think we traded in some of the time that we used to spend on TV on these platforms. And, like just now I watched, Flora from Under a Rock, and like Mrs. Flu is lovely. Look at her face. That's who I was impersonating before. And I mean, Punk Waddle's always amusing. He's always wearing his tuxedo and
Yep.
looking all, tuxedo-y and what have you. So that's the good right there. That and Snow Dub Music and Entertainment. And his hump day is coming up very soon. So if anybody wants to watch that, I'm not trying to just chill or anything like that. I'm currently shadow banned over here, I think. So I got to log into a different account to say what up to people. But Well, I mean, I think like I haven't seen a Godzilla movie, but I've heard great things about it, and I'm just upset my nearest movie theater has closed down, so I can't just go like 2 blocks that away and just like have a seat in an empty room, which is probably why they went out of business, because like you could always find a seat, like you could sit in the dead center if you so desire and be good to go. Kick your feet up and you could like spit the popcorn kernels out and it wouldn't hit anybody. Did I say that out loud? No, jokes aside though.
You have to be able to have a target.
You're right. Well, like that's the thing. Like, so one time I sneezed and I was like, "Oh shit, did I hit that guy?" And I luckily did not, or they didn't know it was me. But here I got one.
Oh, so that was you.
Yeah.
One good thing is the Babylon 5 Blu-ray. Hey, you want to be nice to me, camera? You want to like maybe hang out?
Be nice to your electronics.
Maybe I'm not being nice to it. Wow, isn't that great how like I need a different light because it's okay as a desk lamp, but it's a terrible like light for illuminating things like this. So one thing I noticed when I first opened it, because can you believe that both Brian and Mike have not even opened theirs yet? How could you get this in the mail and not open it? This is madness. But jokes aside, what I thought was interesting was when I took disc 1 out, I flipped it over and there was a fingerprint on it. Okay, disc 2 does not have a fingerprint, but I swear there was a fingerprint like right here. So I'm curious if, Mike and Brian, I sent them both the same message just because I'm curious if, like, theirs come with fingerprints. But the quality is excellent. I already ripped disc 1 using a Blu-ray ripper just for my personal use because I like doing that so that I don't have to, like, get off my ass and put, like, one of a dozen discs into my, Blu-ray player. This is going to be, like, my physical media hard copy backup. And I'm very glad. So, like, I'm not going to add anything else beyond this, but I just want to say this is the good right here because, I mean, like, for the longest time, the only remastered version you can get was the Amazon Prime version and the HBO version, and you had to pay, like, just for the right to watch it digitally. Like, you literally were paying to not have it in your possession, and in order for me to make video clips out of Babylon 5 episodes, I would have to hook up my, like, Chromecast or Roku up to like my HDMI capture card using a special adapter because of the copy protection, and now I don't have to do that anymore. But just more importantly, there's a lot of Babylon 5 fans who value, this series. It was it's a masterpiece, and it deserves to be on Blu-ray. And I love the mastering. I love that like you can see the film grain. So I mean, they didn't have asset. It's 4:3 aspect ratio, meaning it's not widescreen, and they made that decision because that was the only way you can accurately depict the visual effects composite scenes. Any scene where a character is standing in front of a green screen or a blue screen, it looks like crap on the DVD version because they essentially had no way of making it widescreen. They had to basically zoom in and cut off the top and bottom of the image. So that's why all of the visual effects scenes look blurry on the DVD version, whereas if you get the VHS version of Babylon 5, the quality, like as long as the tape wasn't in a warm warehouse, I bought like a couple of tapes on VHS before it came out on Amazon, and I was like, I literally like had a gasp when I saw the first scene inside of the station where you see like the inside of the cylindrical habitat. I was like, it looks so beautiful, and that experience wasn't available on anything but VHS until they released it on Amazon, HBO, and of course, finally this, which I, will treasure. And other than that, there's nothing new. Everything is old. All the good entertainment is old. I mean, like this is like fucking 1989, 1990 Legend of the Galactic Heroes. This is Galaxy Express 39, my first Japanese anime ever, and this is clearly not new. So that's like my state of affairs in getting content that I enjoy. And with that, and of course, there's a Babylon 5 cartoon, which is under a stack of stuff that I can't move right now. But with that, I send it back to you, Mike and friends.
Well, you know whose fingerprint that was. That was J. Michael Straczynski.
It was oh my god, I won't go. Oh man, if I knew, if like, let's say that was like actually the case, man. Like I would scan that shit. I'd have to like just not, I wouldn't even be able to like, put. I guess you could probably still put it in a Blu-ray player with a fingerprint on it. A lot of times the laser will shoot through it.
Wipe it. Just wipe it.
So I wouldn't wipe it if I knew it was JMS's. I'd treasure that forever. Like I'd sell that on eBay like 50 years from now, like for like a lot of money. But I digress. But that would be funny if it was his. I mean, clearly
way,
it's not.
I did notice that white controller you got. I'm going to get you off the color white. That's gonna be my
Dude,
goal.
this was like $50, and it was like
And
80.
it's
It was like $80 to get
You
the red
couldn't get
one.
black, you couldn't get blue, you couldn't.
No,
get
I
red,
couldn't.
you had
No,
to
I
get
wasn't gonna waste fucking $80 for like a cosmetic shit, man. I'll paint this thing before I fucking buy the right color. No, seriously though.
Will you two just start a channel already? You can call
Yeah.
it White Shirt and Black Shirt.
There was a part, mister. I don't want
Ooh.
to spend anything over $70. Oh,
Buy
shit.
versus buy.
That's not
what
true.
is.
I got it. I got it. I wear a white shirt. Phil wears a black shirt. We'll call it white versus black.
There you go.
Right.
Black and white. There
And
you
she
go.
just
It's
buy
like a
like
Pokemon
an
thing,
ivory.
Whoopa.
Yeah.
It's like red versus blue. Or like have Halo characters, a white Halo character, and a black Halo character. I mean, oh god, that would be awful though. I mean, it'd be funny but awkward. I don't know. Yeah,
Hey,
I'm gonna backpedal from that right now. Yeah.
You better.
DJ Ronnie G, I just have a question for you, real quick.
Yes, you may be on my show anytime you want.
Sweet.
How
All
about
right.
me?
But jokes
No.
aside, Whoop, of course you can. I was the
Oh,
you were the
okay.
first person I ever streamed with, technically. Like you were there the first time I ever streamed. Anyway, I'm carry on, please, Whoop. I'm sorry.
I believe you're a proud Italian American from the New York area, correct?
Hey, yo, yes, sir.
I don't know if I don't know if you're a big sports ball guy, but there's a guy, Tommy DeVito, has been doing a lot of people proud lately. I don't know if you have any thoughts on him.
I know a John DeVito, and I like the Mets because they're the underdog. But who's Johnny DeVito? Is that the guy? Okay, one time I met this guy when I worked at Best Buy, and he was like a former New York Giant. He was like a guy with glasses, and he was like, I used to be on the Giants, and then he like showed us this video on his laptop, and it was like a fucking 20-second video of some guy tackling him. You couldn't see his face, but like, look, man, this famous guy tackled me. I mean, I don't blame the guy for being proud of being tackled by some famous guy, but it was just always a funny thing when we saw the guy like, oh yeah, that's the guy where you see the 2-second clip, and it's like, I got tackled by that motherfucker. But I don't know who Johnny. Did you say Johnny or Tommy DeVito?
Tommy DeVito. So he's the new Giants starting quarterback, and he grew up in the area. He kind of went popular because what was it? They had an interview of him, and because he's a rookie, and they were asking him stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, it's great. I still live with my parents because they're right away, and I know, I always know what's going to be for dinner and all that stuff." And it was
Very Italian.
Cool. Yes, and it's really cool. I think it's a cool story.
As a full-blooded Italian, DeVito is pretty much like Smith in English. There's a DeVito everywhere.
But I like what I'm
see.
hearing. I respect the guy. He looks like a respectable, handsome Italian guy. He's good. He represents my kind well. So I'm proud of that.
Don't ever praise an Italian from New Jersey. No.
Well, is he
Come
from
on
Jersey,
now.
or did they move to Jersey to save on property tax?
Yeah, but he's in Jerseyan. Come on now. There's a lot of Greek impersonating Italians in New Jersey.
I'm in Staten Island, and some New Yorkers like to claim that Staten Island is not part of New York when it's technically part of NYC. It is a borough. It is one of 5 boroughs, but for some reason, there's like this like group that wants us to like get the fuck out, and it's like, okay, like I don't know, don't come here when you want to go to a nice park. Go stay in your noisy borough there,
You know they do the borough thing for tax purposes, which are all technically their own city. That's
Yes.
for taxes. Brooklyn would be a major city in the United States if they didn't refer.
They do all kinds of
I know
weird shit. I
about
remember.
the New York area. What can I say? Hey, yo.
But I remember years ago, my brother's a Democrat wife was complaining about this thing called state and local tax write-offs. So basically, like if you pay like a high tax rate because you live in New York State, and you have a local tax that's like really high, you could write that off on your federal taxes. But Trump, he's an asshole apparently because he took that write-off away from them. So now it's like, okay, you want to live in a socialist utopia? You want to like?
Let's wrap up. Let's wrap up.
All right. But I will say that rant for. Well, I can't. I'm on Rumble right now, so I just need if I can get like about.
No.
10 seconds. Okay,
We're also on Janet's planet.
Please go for it.
We're also on Janet's planet.
Oh, you're right. Okay, fair enough. You got me there. Shit, my brother's
Great
calling
job
me.
shadow banning her, DJ.
That's right. Good
Can
job.
I- wait, I'm not allowed to say that. I'm sorry, Janet.
I'm not on Rumble.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm
Well,
not
did I say
live.
anything? I
I'm
didn't
not
say anything
live on
horrific.
Rumble. I do have a Rumble channel, but I'm not live on Rumble.
Well,
I
I
don't
apologize
know.
if I said anything bad. I'm gonna silence myself now.
DJ, you have to be punished.
Oh
bad
boy.
Back to you. I said my piece, or lack thereof. Please, to you guys.
That's why I like you, DJ. This is why I like you.
But I sincerely want to thank everybody for watching this edition of Pacific 414 Pop Talk. And for those of you who are watching it on Janet's channel, I apologize. And if you're offended by anything you saw, well, blame me.
I'm sorry. I'm so very, very sorry.
They're used to watching Bruce and I on Monday night.
We need to go. If we ever find
Bruce is
Patrick,
never controversial. He's never controversial.
If we ever find Patrick Stewart, Baron, we need to go up to him. I'm sorry. So very, very sorry.
I'm so very sorry.
I don't want to find Patrick Stewart. Please, no.
But thank you to each and every one of you who watched tonight's episode, and a special thank you to each and every one of you who are special guests on Pacific Forum for Pop Talk during the course of 2023. And I'm going to read off everybody's name. We had, of course, Whoopa Troopa, who's here on the panel with us. Janet.
Hero. Whoopa, my hero.
She was with us. DJ Ronnie G. He hopped in a couple of times when we were on Rumble only.
Yeah.
And of course, Phil McCracken was here as well.
Pop Talk King and Legend.
Yeah. You know what? I've been waiting to play this.
This is Patrick Stewart.
What?
And I wish to tell Phil McCracken that I hate him also.
I hate that.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know if it was you, Cash, or Baron, but I told you guys which clip I brought back because I knew Phil would say that at some point.
Yeah, do it.
My coronation! Coronation, Starscream? This is bad comedy. Megatron? Is that you? Here's a hint. Will anyone else attempt to fill his shoes?
But getting back to thanking each and every one of you who was a guest here on Pacific Forum for Pop Talk, taking time out of your Sunday or out of your Wednesday to join Baron, Cash, and myself. I want to thank Magitech Mags. We had Jason Fox of 540 Studio, Anonymous, Anonymous, Jet Sparks 373, Leia Rose, Apion. Now let me get to the next page. Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, Netters Network, Troy Pacelli, Age Boomer. Next page.
Page 3.
Lord Crit of Everest Productions, Arwen Avalon, Fat Steven, JFG, 24/7 Fusion Media. We also had Stone Loki from Loki's Mornings of Mischief. And that's why I go to the next page. Janet from Another Planet, Star Wars Theology, Brandon the Anime Guy, Pop Culture Mechanic, Gap After Dark, The Nerdporeal Lifeform, The Comic Relief Crusader. Next page.
Page 1.
Pops, Paul of Fandomology, The Smoking Patriot, Phil McCracken of Release McCracken. We also had Ryan from Legion Talk and Ryan Roger Athe. Thank you all for being a part of Pop Talk during 2023. Again, I greatly appreciate it. I can't say it enough because without you all coming on as guests and without you all watching us on YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, wherever we happen to be streaming, well, we wouldn't be anything without you. So, again, my hats off to each and every one of you for your support. I greatly appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now, when's that Among Us stream?
Cash said it's going to be in 2 weeks.
Never going to happen.
We'll see. We'll see.
It'll be more entertaining than Paul's stream, that's for sure.
Wow.
So, does anybody have anything that they would like to promote before we officially wrap up? And I thank everybody who joined us in the chat on YouTube and Rumble tonight.
Real quick, I will be returning in January to do my channel again.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Very nice.
You're gonna put that in blood?
Very nice.
And yes, I'll be releasing in the Kraken, and I'm going to see what I can do about my buddy there on the view. Just look at him. Just look at him. I'm going to help him. We're going to get him some color to this t-shirt.
I didn't even hear that over the clapping.
It's okay, Cash. I'll talk to you privately. You're already getting talking to.
I'm sure.
But yeah, like I said, to be January, getting my health back. So it's been a long time, but yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So, and I love you guys, all except Cash Money. Yeah, don't love him.
Wait, you never get along Cash Money.
Leaf, man, going to 2024.
I don't know, man. I don't listen to Bill. He keeps talking about he's the king and legend of Pop Talk, Mike. Whatever.
Well, let's remember, I still have the highest views for.
You and your bots, right?
No, why are you prejudiced against bots? As long as I bring the numbers, that's all that should matter. See, even Janet's smiling because she knows I'm right. See?
Yeah, I'm sure that's what she's smiling about.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Well, she ain't smiling because of that chin of yours, Cash Money.
My beautiful chin. Are you jealous of it? It's all right.
Yes, it's waxed and it's shiny.
It's I don't wax.
Sometimes in the sunlight, it glares in my eye.
Yep. Sure it does.
And please check out my channel on X Hamster. You'll find it rather entertaining.
That's his favorite channel.
Oh my God! I can't believe he said that. Wow.
Anyone else have anything they want to promote?
Well, we got Dark Tide Friday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Can I say one final thing before we go?
Real quick.
I really like your background there, Janet. The little sparkly in the light. Really, really cool. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has a bunches of different shows, light shows you can do on it. Pretty cool.
Baron, that's what you need. You need to get something like that in your background.
What's wrong with the books?
And it's just like curtains, black curtains hanging on a curved shower rod from the ceiling.
Well, it looks very good.
So
don't give away all your secrets, Janet.
So it's nice, and then it's my nice little microphone on one of those little dills.
I like the cover on it.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's real cool.
Mm-hmm.
Happy. Something Cash Money's never been. Happy.
Oh boy. What was that? Oh, I'm sorry. Was somebody else here? That's weird. Anyways.
Yeah, everybody have a great evening.
You too, Janet.
Thank you for letting me join you tonight.
Oh, you're absolutely welcome. You're more than welcome to come back. Everybody's more than welcome to come back at any time on Pop Talk.
Hey, you know what? And right there. See, come on back, please. You even got a fan club going there.
Exactly.
Weird, so.
The Janet train.
Oh, he's a doll. He's in my Discord. Most of them are on Discord with me because I do have a Discord myself. So.
Yeah, and if you want to go ahead and put the link to your Discord into the private chat, and I'll make sure that
I don't have them all saved, which makes it hard. But hold on, give me a second. I'm really slow. I'm really bad at this stuff.
If you want to put it in the Pop Talk group later, you can.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, I'll do that.
Just make sure Phil doesn't see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I don't know if I did it right.
You see this abuse I take, Janet, from these guys. It takes 3 of them to get on me. 3.
Oh, hold on, Phil. I try to be a gracious host to you.
You do try, but sometimes
I don't know if that's right or not. So it just says me on it. So I don't know if that's right. That's not right, is it? See, look. If you click on that, would it take you to me or would it take you to somebody else?
Let me take a look here.
Let me see. I'm looking right now.
What does it take you
I'm
to?
going to. I don't think it took.
No, it's just taking me to Discord web app. So,
All right, I'll have to figure out how to do it. Share it with you. This is why it takes me hours to set up a show.
well, I am a part of your Discord, Janet. If you don't mind me posting the invite link,
No,
I can
don't
do
mind.
that for you.
Love
Okay.
it. Thank you so much.
can you, Mike, send me a link to her YouTube channel so I can subscribe to it? I'll unsubscribe from Cash Money and subscribe to her.
You do whatever make you feel better, Phil.
I will do that.
Uh-huh.
Cash Money.
And I will follow up your request, Phil. Let me get Janet's link because I will admit I'm kind of multitasking right now.
Yeah, I normally I have all this stuff copied and on my notepad, right? So I can just take it and put it on there, but I didn't have anything ready.
All right.
Sorry.
So, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, that's it.
So I've
Thank
got it
you.
in the private chat. I'm also putting it over onto the Rumble side. This way, if anybody over on Rumble wants to follow you on
Now,
YouTube,
over
they
on
can
Rumble, I'm Janet's Universe.
Okay, let me go ahead and get that. And
yeah, Janet's underscore
Well, it
Universe.
would be up to me, Janet. You can replace Cash Money. That and you three are bro.
What was
I don't
that?
have any cash
That's
money.
weird. He just can't behave himself. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's Phil.
so, sometimes I think that you and Baron can't behave yourselves either.
Well, I can't.
Neither can I. Neither can I.
Yeah,
So
Winky says lots of things like this, guys. So I don't take it bad. Okay, he's one of my very first subscribers, and he's way overseas, so it's a way different time zone there. And he's usually had a lot to, before he gets on. So.
And if you don't mind, Janet, I'm going to go ahead and put my Rumble link and my YouTube link into your chat.
Okay, that's great. Go for it.
So there's my Rumble. Let me get my YouTube real quick.
Pushy.
Yeah, because remember, anything you're doing is coming up on Twitter too.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Twitter people.
Yes. Hello. It's X. It's
X.
extreme out there.
It's Twix.
I still call it Twitter. I don't think
Well,
I'm
I know,
ever going
but
to
I
stop
say
calling it
instead of
Twitter.
tweeting, I'm extreming.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
All right.
it's X.
There's that.
Extreme.
You know, I seen something really scary. There was this lady on your channel that had blonde hair. They had wearing Lady Baller shirt. It had like a penciled in beard.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh God, that scared
That's from my
me.
live stream Monday night.
Oh, that scared me.
Pretending to be a man, pretending to be a lady.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's what they were doing. It's men playing basketball as women. That's what the movie's about. It's funny.
Oh Lordy.
But I don't want to give it away, so it's called Lady Ballers.
Is that the name of the team or just the name of the show?
Yeah,
or-
that's
the name of the movie, and that's the name of the team. Lady Balls, and they got two cherries. I made a shirt. It's got the two L's, and then it has two cherries hanging out below the two legs. It's real funny.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, the Daily Wire said that they were going to start producing movies, so we'll see.
And they got you guys need to look at the trailer of some of their stuff. They got an adult cartoon and a few other shows. So
If it upsets Hollywood, they're doing their job. So
Yep.
Oh yeah. They'll be
Well, we
upset.
watched Terror on the Prairie when that came out.
pretty
and-
good. That was pretty good with Nick Siri and yeah,
Yeah, that's
Gina
on there.
Carano. That was a pretty good movie.
But unless anybody has anything else they like to promote, again just want to say thank you to everybody for watching. Really hope you enjoyed what you saw, and I'm going to go ahead and thank everybody who's on both the Pacific 414 YouTube channel and Janet's channel. Of course,
you.
we had Janet from Another Planet with us here on the panel.
Yeah.
And over on her channel, we had Soy-Based Jeremy. We also had Dark Shadow Logan.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like that name.
File 13.
Mm-hmm. Taco Tuesday.
Winky Wanky Woo.
Ooh.
I should have let you say that, Baron.
Winky Winky Woo.
Papa Cotton.
Mm-hmm.
Salty Traveling Sea. Squeak a Mouse, who was a recent guest of Loki's Mornings of Mischief.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, on the Pacific 414 side, we had DJ Ronnie G.
Thank you.
Back over on Janet's channel, we had 6 Nations, 31 Kings.
Yeah.
And of course, back over on the Pacific 414 YouTube side, we had Everest Productions. Thank you, Crit. We had Dempsey. Thank you, Dempsey. Pops was able to join us for a short time. Thank you, Pops, and thank you for being a guest of Pop Talk in 2023. Really appreciate it, brother, and I really appreciate streaming with you. It's a lot of fun all the time. Leia Rose. And to you, Leia Rose, thank you for joining us on that Sunday back in June for Pacific 414 Pop Talk. Greatly appreciate it. The Padawannabe. Thank you, Padawannabe. Old Man.
Mm-hmm.
Jet Sparks 373. Keely Chow. Roll Tide. Keely Chow. Roll Tide. Kitty Bear. Lord Thoth. Alex Moore. Yes, he's a troll, but he's our troll. You can't have him. Phil McCracken.
I don't know. I wanted to trade him.
And he's the angriest of Canadians over there in Japan. The angry Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Roger Athay. Age Boomer. Everyone's favorite Norwegian. Jace from 540 Studio.
Mm-hmm.
And he writes the twice weekly episode of Beverly Hills 414, where he puts Baron, Cash, and myself in some very interesting yet strange situations.
Yes.
T-Gap Steve, although I call him Big Daddy T-Gap, ever since Cash and I were playing River City Girls 2 that one night, and you know, he just started going on in the chat. It's like, okay, I'm going to start calling you Big Daddy T-Gap.
I remember seeing that.
Yep, and River City Girls is 4 players, so if other people want to join, let us know.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
River City Girls, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out. Oh, sorry.
But thank you all so very much for joining us tonight. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to have many of you back next year. And also, if you do want to be a guest on Pacific 414 Pop Talk on a Sunday or on a Wednesday or on a day that works better for you, let's work something out.
I don't know who any of those people are.
That's how I think of you, Baron. I don't know who you are. I don't know who Cash is, because a lot of times you guys have to remind me, Mike, we got a show today. What? We got a show today? Okay, not really. I'm just trying to be funny, and it's coming out all wrong.
Cash had to do that to me one time, though.
We got a show today? Yes, Baron. We got a show today.
It's Wednesday?
Yeah. Yes, Baron. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's been Wednesday all day. But thank you all. Thank you all very much. And I have a saying on the PACIFIC414 channel, whether I'm streaming it on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, or Kick, that one, never give up on me when I'm playing a game because you never know what you might miss. And two, you heard us talking about a little baseball tonight, but remember, I'm not just a baseball guy. I'm an all-around guy. Have a good night, all.
Pop Talk is where it's at, baby. Transform and roll out.
I think I'm stuck to the chair. Somebody help, please. Help. Well, help,
What's
please.
wrong? What's wrong?
I'm stuck to the chair. Help! Well, help somebody. My butt's dumb. I'm stuck to the chair.
You're on your own, buddy. You're on your own.
Quick,
Anybody got a
someone call
crowbar?
911.